Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UConn's offense will have the opening possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
UConn quick to the line. Anderson will throw. The short hands, it's Porter. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, hang them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Oh, the Air Force Falcons offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. You need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to get the corner. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Falcons! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Almost immediately, they're well short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Good enough for first down.
They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Troy took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Trojans that fired on all cylinders. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Johnson looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. They'll try to get outside. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Got it in the middle. It's Parker. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a real...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Snagged out of the air. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The option look. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting out football, and they block it. And after all of that, they'll take over inside their own 30-yard line.
Man, and you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. The guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
Anderson will throw. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Starts to scramble to the left. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Down here as they go back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more run.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. UConn quick to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm
bounding over the top. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option, fights off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. He hopes this one turns out a little better. Had the other one blocked. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. UConn going back to work on offense. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. UConn quick to the line. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback. Turning it on! And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on 1st down from the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Trying the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Going for 6. Touchdown, UConn. Fitted in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. will come from their own 23. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for an open area to his left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it behind the line. It's McGowan. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not on the floor. He picks up the 1st down.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They've been running it, but now the pass. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is a designed run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to barge in. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The defensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Falcons will send out the punt unit.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. UConn quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's go. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. On the option. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Falcon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know. There he goes! And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after after taking that lick. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. The discard, and he's running free. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. UConn quick to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Defense.
That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. He gets it oh so close to the first down mark. I think he's going to be a touch short. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Goes to the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but
he'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the option. Oh, it's out. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Huskies. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets it to him on the screen. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Johnson looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They found something along that right sideline. Good job to get the foot down. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Taking it the other way.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking to buy time. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Johnson looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Flowers. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the air. Offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Hodges. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The option look. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want to.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right, you don't force a short yardage.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. UConn will have to punt it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons!
And And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be... the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Anderson wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught. He's loose. Inside. Touchdown, Huskies. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 4 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Inside the 25. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Falcons want to crank the tempo. A run for the quarterback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Right down the gut of the field. And the defense got it. The 20. Touchdown, UConn. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hodges. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.